Now, we haven't heard from the family since the arrest, but we will now. Her brother, Felipe, is with us, and co-counsel for their family, Courtney Caprio, is with us now. Felipe, it's good to see you, brother. Counsel, thank you for joining us. Both.
Thank you for having us.
Felipe, I wanted to ask you to think back to something. I remember talking to you early on, trying to put together a chronology, and you said that you had reached out to the husband when she disappeared at first to find out what was going on and what he knew. Do you remember that, Felipe?
I do.
Now that you know the police think it was him, think back on that phone call. Do you remember anything, hearing anything in his tone or how he seemed that now makes more sense to you?
Totally. But you know, Chris, I'm more interested in talking about my sister. And you know, you guys, if it wasn't for you guys, that mother wouldn't have seen those messages and then tell the police about all of this. And this is the beauty of news, and I'm eternally grateful for you because you took on this case when nobody else will hear us. So my friend Annie put me in contact with Kavita, and Kavita sent me to you. And I really, really appreciate that, because for me, that's shocking how the messages are the same. So it's just insane.
Listen, doing the job is a privilege, but you know, for us, it's not over until we find your sister. And I know that that's what matters most. Now, counsel, we are told that he flew back to Miami for something business-related. You are trying to make sure that the assets are preserved, obviously be a little easier with him being in custody. What do we know about why he came back and what was going on with the estate, the properties that the two owned together?
Well, we were certainly surprised that he returned to the country this weekend. So we had no information that he was returning here. As far as the property goes, we have worked to appoint a conservator over Anna's assets here in Florida under a statute that allows a missing person who is perhaps dead at the hand of another to have a conservator appointed to administer her assets and estates. So we have made, we've got an order entered by the probate court in Fort Lauderdale to do that and to protect her assets. Of course, that was before David returned. So this caught us all by surprise, and we are very grateful to all the investigation that went on. The police work was astounding, and we are you know, looking forward to getting justice for Anna.
Do you know why he came back? What was he looking to do?
We do not know why he came back, no.
Because we were told in the reporting that it had something to do, something to do with the businesses. I have to be honest, I don't know you, Courtney, but I thought that you guys have been smart enough to find a way to trick him to come back to Florida with something to do with some of the assets, because obviously the motive here, as dark and as soulless as it is, looks like money. And, you know, maybe that's what had happened. Look, you got the bond hearing Friday. That's the most important thing right now, because you got to believe this guy's a flight risk, because Serbia will not give him up to the United States if he can find his way back there. So that's a very important day. I'm assuming you'll be in attendance there, counsel?
Yes, Chris, we'll be there to provide the court with the family's position if the court will allow us to do that. And of course, we agree with you that he is a flight risk and should not be bonded out.
Felipe, I know this is all so bittersweet for you, because for you, it's about where is Anna? Where is your sister? And this may be the only man who knows, and that information may be the only leverage he has if the police is right about who did this and how. We are here for the duration. Anything we can do to help Felipe to get more information or to find out answers to questions, you know how to get us. Counsel, same goes for you. As long as you're representing the family, we're a call away. This is progress, but it is not the answer we're looking for, which is, where's your sister? We'll stay on it. Felipe, the best to your family. Counsel, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
All right. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com,
And you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.